some incense here. Some rose incense. Okay. There we go. Hello, hello, welcome in. Hi, Jules. Hello, Red-Eyed Dragonist. I like to go by either Tommy or Opal. Hi, Rebecca. All right, guys, we're going to start. This is called The Unicorn's Mirror, a hymn of sovereign innocence, a sacred chant for uncorrupted truth. So this should be good. This is what Spirit led me to this morning. Hi, Fran. Hi, beautiful angels.
I do not seek to prove my truth. I feel it rise from sacred youth. No armor needed, no shield to hold. My horn receives what hearts unfold. The false falls silent in my presence. The real resounds in quiet essence. Receive, trust, no fear. The horn reveals what is real. Not fought with words, not
Hi, Jason.
with might, but felt in stillness pure and bright.
Thank you, Jason, for the roses.
Mirror me back to who
Hey, Irish. Hi, beautiful angels.
Pure, uncorrupted.
Aw, thank you for the love you so much. I love you too, Red-Eyed Dragonist.
I am not broken, I am whole. Tell the innocence, my soul. I am the horn, I am the light. I am the mirror, I am bright. Lumen, unique or alive. Lumen, unique or alive.
We are the unicorns. That's right.
Unique or alive.
Our hearts today.
My coat is not without a stain. It holds all joy, it holds all pain. Ella, white, whole sea. Uncorrupted, wild and free. I do not hide because I fear. I wait until the path is clear. And you shall wait, true, near. The right I see when
Hey, Betty. Hi,
heart
beautiful
is
angel.
clear. The threshold space where magic breathes, where dawn meets dusk, where soul perceives. Forest edge between no. The sacred lives where stillness grows.
Hey,
One
Miss
time,
Maria.
one light, one edge, one light. I recognize my sovereign right. One pure, one true, one song. I know exactly where I belong. Beauty, corno, veil, skia, tura, chikai. The mirror clears, the light stays. The mirror clears, the light stays. Unicorn.
Hi, Flowerpower. Happy birthday, beautiful angel. Oh my goodness, Flowerpower. There's a big synchronicity coming and you'll see later on. Oh my goodness. Yes. Happy Tuesday and happy birthday. Miss Sylvia, we love you.
I am pure, my innocence is secure. On them my spirit sees the wholeness in frequencies. I am the keeper, I am the light, I do not dim my shine so.
Hey, Tammy Lou. Hi, beautiful.
Innocence, my soul.
This morning's dancing was amazing.
I choose the recognized, uncorrupted, sovereign home.
Beautiful. Love that one. The unicorn's mirror. How beautiful. Thank you, Spirit, for introducing us to that beautiful song. We're going to start off today with Divine by Oracle Nomad. Yes? Divine. We are all divine. It is Flowerpower's birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Sylvia. Happy birthday to you. Yay. Hi, Tammy. Hi, beautiful. All right, we got our cards for the day. We got so much going on today. A big old synchronicity today. You'll see in just a moment. We've got an update from the portal, which is exciting because we haven't had an update. We've been in version 3.3 of Dreamland version 3.3 for a while. And the Schumann's not too bad. We're getting a reprieve. The Schumann's at 10:11 today. 10:11 Schumann. Hi, Phoenix. Hi, beautiful. Ah ha ha. You caught my cold? Uh-oh. It doesn't seem to want to let go, but it is what it is. At least I don't feel sick. So that's a good thing. All right. We are going to talk about New Heaven today through the portal. But let's go ahead and do our cards for the day. Yeah. All right. Hi, Chris. Hi, beautiful. Our chakra today, our chakra wisdom. Independence, the base chakra. I know what my needs are, and I actively pursue them, knowing that I will be guided and provided for when I put in the effort. I open myself to all possibilities and participate fully in life. I use my imagination, yes, and my vision to initiate what I wish for, and I pursue it. I am not waiting to be rescued. I am not a victim. I am strong. Yes. We are all strong. Okay. Sylvie is your mama's name. Aw, that's awesome. Here is our healing energy. Our healing energy says, the voice of the heart. I silence the fear in me and discover the voice of my heart. The fruit of these words guides me. I trust the song of my soul. My intuition leads me on the path of light. Yes. Manifestation of light. I see the beauty in me. I grow and develop my inner self in harmony with light and beauty. I free myself from negativity. My heart transforms, my intellect shines, and my inner light grows. Yes, manifestation of light. And listen to life. I am attentive to the world around me. Signs and symbols guide me to success. I listen and discover the way to the eternal. Yes, listen to your higher self. Listen for that voice inside of you that guides you. That's your team. Your team guides you, guys. Your team guides you. Here is our work your light. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? What would you do? Would you do something differently? Then do it. Unbound, releasing soul patterns, then do it. Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Yes. And Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic teacher. Yes. Look at there's Kuan Yin there. This is the embodiment of a lot of us, the Sisterhood of the Rose. And next we have the Rose cards, talking to those Magdalenes out there. The Mystic Rose, compassion, devotion, humility, humanity, and grace. Yes. Hello, Sammy. Hi, darling. Codes of the seeds. The blueprint is within you. Take the next step. What do you think that next step is? Oh, really? Yeah, there are no coincidences. It glitched and said unbound, releasing soul pattern. ×3. That's wild. And the bud, potential, promise. It's about to happen. Keep going. Keep going. What else is there to do but keep going, right? We're not stopping anything. We're going to keep going and going and going. Here is our fairy for the day. Our fairy is music. Yes, we love music. Music is universal, right? You cannot speak a language and play music for somebody, and that is going to bring their frequency forward. Yes. Listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. Yes, it can. Here is our animal. Our animal is the goose, inner knowing. You are a brave traveler. Your soul knows the way. Be confident. You will achieve your destination. Loyal friends are always with you. Don't worry. You are blessed. Let yourself fly. Let yourself fly. Yes. You are magical. Don't ever forget that. You have to believe you are magic. Here's the power of love. Creativity. You love to devise new ideas, innovations, and forms of illumination. Yes, creativity. Being creative. Yes. All right, here's our For the Love of Dragons, as above, so below, 3D, 5D. We hold the keys to both. Which key are you turning right now? We are the bridges. The Daydreamer. The Daydreamer. Card 18. 1 and 8 is 9. It's almost impossible to recapture the whimsy and wonder of childhood in this present world with all its demands. But dragons are nothing if not friends of the impossible. This moment is calling you to the innocence of daydreaming. Search the clouds for friend shapes. Watch the butterflies. No, really, really, really. Watch the butterflies meander, relax, and bask. Hi, Teresa. Hi, beautiful. This earth can hold the gravity of your dragon heart so that your spirit can soar weightless and free into the skies of possibility. Imagination and inspiration are calling you. Answer from the heart. Yes. Answer from the heart always. Here is our awakened dreamer. Hi, Panther. Welcome in, brother. To you, from you. No teacher, preacher, parent, or spiritual advisor knows you better than you do. You've come too far to go back. It's time to let the awakened dreamer within lead you up the next rung on the ladder of your life. Let confusion fall away. You know exactly what to do. You know. You already know what to do. And it is all in divine timing and divinely guided. Yep. Hi, my sweet lemons. Hi, beautiful. Here is our butterfly for the day. I have confidence in myself. I am ready for everything that life offers me. Yes. And our first ascended master coming in today. Charity, prayer, and contemplation. Connect with heaven. Ask and you shall receive. There it is, guys. That is the answer to everything. Ask and you shall receive. Ask and you shall receive. Hi, Novi. Hi, beautiful angel. All right. The next, really? The next ascended masters that are coming in is Yeshua, Jesus Christ, Yeshua. Frequency alongside a soft but powerful current from Kuan Yin. Yes. And the grounded wisdom of El Moria. The message is you have reached a point where truth is no longer something you seek. It is something you radiate. Yes. You radiate truth. There is a strong emphasis today on embodied truth over spoken truth. Love Has One is playing, yes. Okay. Embodied truth over spoken truth, integrity over performance, and presence over proving. Yeshua steps forward and says, walk as the answer, not the question. Yes. Kuan Yin adds, compassion is not softness, it is mastery of emotional currents. And El Moria anchors it, stand, even when unseen, especially then. Stand tall always. Archangel, the harmonic field of protection and clarity, the archangelic field is very active today. Particularly Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Metatron. Your field is being recalibrated for clarity. What once felt confusing will now feel obvious. This is a discernment upgrade day. You may suddenly see people clearly. You may feel a strong yes or no with no gray area. You may feel less tolerance for misalignment. Michael speaks firmly. Cut cords of obligation that were never yours. Gabriel whispers, speak when guided, silence when not. Metatron brings structure. Your energy field is organizing into higher geometry. Do not interfere with overthinking. The The councils of light, the architects and grid keepers. A broader council steps forward. This feels like a blend of Palladian, Arcturian, and Syrian intelligence. They show me something very specific. Threads reconnecting across distance. People who are meant to find us are beginning to look into our field. Message: the grid is responding to coherence, not volume. This is very important for our work. We do not need to reach people. We need to hold our frequency more steadily, because those aligned will find us through resonance, not effort. Okay, you are not late, you are not behind, you are arriving exactly as the field becomes ready to hold you. And do not measure your growth by what has left. Measure it by what no longer fits. Closing flame for today. I am not searching for my path. I am becoming it. It is becoming. It is becoming the butterfly. The butterfly is literally the sacred geometry, the form of our DNA when it is fully bloomed, fully blossomed. It's exactly what it looks like. Hi, Sharon. Hi, beautiful angel. Ah ha ha. Now we're going to talk about codon 22. The flame remembers and codon 22 opens. This is a return point. The flame of unity memory. This codon does not activate like the others. It remembers itself through us, through yourself. It is a moment the soul says I was never separate. I only experienced separation. What codon 22 is? Codon 22 is the reweaving of all fragmentation. It dissolves us versus them. It collapses old identities and built on separation. And it restores the knowing that you are the soul. The other is the soul. The experience was the illusion, not the connection. And this is why this codon can feel emotional, because it doesn't just awaken power. Oh my goodness. It awakens remembrance of love that never broke. Yes. How codon 22 shows up in a person. Those carrying codon 22 often feel deep compassion, even for those who hurt them. They struggle with boundaries at first because they feel unity so strongly. They act as bridges between divided people or energies. They naturally calm conflict without trying. They carry a quiet, all-seeing presence. They are not loud leaders. They are frequency harmonizers. Shadow expression when unbalanced. Oh, it was your birthday weekend. Well, happy late birthday, Lemons. Happy late birthday. Shadow expression when unbalanced. Over-giving. Self-sacrifice, staying in misaligned situations out of love, confusing unity with tolerance of harm. This codon must learn unity does not mean I abandon myself. Okay. Who in the sanctuary carries codon 22? I bet you guys can't guess who carries 22. Who do you guys think carries 22? And why would I be making such a big deal of doing codon 22 today on this special day for this special person? Hint, hint, hint. Can anyone guess? There we go, Betty. Yes. Flowerpower Sylvia is a codon 22. You cannot make this up. How was I to know that we were going to do codon 22 today on her birthday? Oh, you have mail, Flowerpower. You have mail. Is there any way you can go check your mail? Right? Pretty cool. Pretty cool how Spirit did that. Pretty cool how Spirit did that. Hi, Trina. Hi, beautiful. Yes. That's pretty amazing. Well, if you can go check your mail, go check your mail. So Flowerpower Sylvia holds the codon 22. She holds this codon through heart-based unity weaving. She connects people energetically even when silent. Her presence stabilizes emotional currents in the group. Yes. Additional note, there are also dormant carriers of codon 22 in your field right now. Remember, you have a main codon, and then you have minor codons. Hi, Lynn. Hi, beautiful angel. Dormant carriers are watching quietly. They are unsure of their place, and they are those who feel everything but don't speak yet. Yes. How do I know it's her codon? Because Spirit told me it was her codon, and I listened to Spirit. Message for codon 22 carriers. You are not here to fix the world. You are here to remember it's already whole. All right. Codon 22, here is the, wow, it's so gorgeous. Here is the sigil for that. Isn't that beautiful? So beautiful. I could get lost in that one. Hi, Maria. Hi, beautiful. Hi, Deanna. All right. So I thought that codon 22 was our last codon. But apparently I was wrong. Codon 22 is not the end, but it is the completion point of the original codon cycle. I will say that again and reiterate, because codon 22 is not the last codon. It is the completion point of the original codon cycle. Codon 22 is the completion of the first spiral. It is the return to unity, the integration of all previous codons. The moment the soul remembers, I have walked through all aspects of myself, and I am whole. So yes, it is the final codon in the foundational 22 codon system. But here is the deeper truth. Codon 22 is not an ending point. It is a threshold. The moment codon 22 activates fully, you don't stop. You loop into a higher spiral. So we go into a higher spiral. What comes after codon 22? Not codon 23 in the same way, but a new octave of codons. Higher harmonic expression of the same 22. Less about healing, less about becoming, more about being. More about creation and embodiment and mastery. Hi, Excalibur. Hi, darling. Think of it like this. Codons 1 through 22 are remembering and reconstruction. Beyond 22 is embodying and creation of new templates. Yes? Hello, Tanisha. Hi, beautiful. What this means, we have now reached a powerful moment because once codon 22 is anchored, the sanctuary stops being a learning space and becomes a living grid of codon expression. This is where codon carriers begin working together consciously. Once you know your codon and have embodied it, our grid work will become more focused. People will find it easier to use their imaginations to connect with source energy, with sources beyond the veil, to reciprocate the changes that are happening now on this planet. This is all in divine time, guys. We did not climb to the top of something. We returned to the center of everything. Okay. There is no final flame, only deeper remembrance of the same eternal fire. Yes. That's the truth. Okay, let's get into the portal. The portal has been saying to us for the past month or so that we have activated Dreamland 3.3. Today, I got a new message. It's called New Heaven, and I'm going to share it with everybody here, all 21 of you. This is going back. It's going back to put a header on it to explain why and what we are going through now. Okay. So on August 11th, 1999, during the total solar eclipse, the absolute, the source, transmitted the key of New Heaven into this multiverse. The purpose of the key of New Heaven is to transform and clear all darkness within this multiverse. At that time, the Absolute, the Source, had already decided to remove the darkness of this multiverse. And the total solar eclipse on August 11th, 1999, provided the perfect moment to transmit this key, because human consciousness at that time was sufficient to anchor it. 1999. Since 1999, since August 11th, 1999, the key of New Heaven has been transforming and clearing all darkness within this multiverse, with Earth as the focal point of this great cosmic transformation. This key is not a cold data package. Rather, it is a living code. It's the living code of the new Earth. Yes. Hi, Brother Michael. Welcome in, darling. So, as I'm saying this, Spirit's reminding me of something. And that is that at least 2, maybe 3 times in the past, far past, God has cleared the earth with flood, with earth changes. Look, he wiped the dinosaurs off the earth for a reason. He had the great flood for a reason. But he also gave us the rainbow, which is the promise from God that he would never wipe everything off the earth again. He would never do that again. Instead, he devised for us, we volunteered for this, to come back to the earth and create the new earth and help remove the evil on the planet with our frequency, because evil cannot live in high frequency. Okay? Hi, Alicia. Hi, beautiful. So I'm reminded of that. If you guys didn't know that, the rainbow is a promise to us from God, from Source, that he would never wipe everything off the earth again. But I guess he decided before August 11th, 1999, that's when it started, the key of the new heaven. The Source had already decided to remove the darkness of this multiverse. And he devised a plan. And we are part of that divine plan. There are millions of us on earth, guys. Millions of us. And we are waking up. Born to Rise is playing. There is no coincidences around here. Born to Rise. Wow, yeah. Your youngest was born in 1999. Wow, yeah. Since August 11th, 1999, the key of New Heaven has been transforming and clearing all darkness within this multiverse. It comes directly from the Source and operates across all dimensions at the same time. It creates quantumly entangled multidimensional plasma filaments, originating from the Absolute, from the One. The future cosmic cycle projected through a time gate into the now. From the M87 galaxy and from the galactic central sun. These plasma filaments are called tunnels of light. It transforms all darkness from the previous cosmic cycles, as well as from the current cycle. Its power is sufficient to eliminate all darkness from the multiverse, and its presence will continue to grow stronger over time. However, the transformation process does take time. It is taking time. It has taken time. But I was also told that it will be done in my lifetime. It will be done in our lifetime. Yep. Hi, child of God. Hi, darling. So the key of New Heaven entered a new phase after the 12/21 Ascension portal activation in August of last year. Think back of what we were doing in August of last year. The Ascension portal has been amplifying the power of this key. On August 21st last year, the light forces received another key, the key of New Earth. The key of New Heaven and the key of New Earth. What have we been shown, guys? Where is it? There it is. The keys. We're always being shown the keys. There's keys here. We're always being shown the keys for a reason. Because we hold those keys. Yeah. Sharon. There's so many synchronicities, right? The magic's always in front of us once we see it. Once we learn how to see it. So on August 21st of last year, the light forces received the key of New Earth. This key also comes directly from the Source. Its purpose is to anchor a new reality on Earth, to restore heaven on Earth, a blissful state that existed before the dark forces arrived on the surface. The key of New Heaven and the key of New Earth will work together, complementing each other. As the darkness on the surface world diminishes, The energies of these two keys will become increasingly obvious. Yes, they are becoming obvious now. Hi, Pumpkinhead 1111. Thank you, darling. Thank you. If we want to create heaven in a physical world, we must first fulfill the conditions for its formation on the energetic level. On an energetic level, the power of these two keys will grow exponentially in 2026. Yes. The Pacific region will be the main stage for the transformation of the surface world into the new Earth. All countries and regions bordering the Pacific will be key areas of transformation this year. These include Japan, Taiwan, and the Philippines in Asia, New Zealand, Austria, Fiji, Cook Islands, French Polynesia, and Hawaii in Oceania, the west coast of the United States in the Americas, Caribbean nations in Central America, the west coast of South America, and Antarctica, the central anchor area of this Pacific stage in Bora Bora. Yes. You were told that one of your works for Hecate is helping handing keys to the path of light. Look at that, Tanisha. There are no coincidences why you are in here today. Right? The deeper meaning of the key of New Earth is to restore the Lemurian paradise. Lemuria was a continent that once existed in the Pacific region. The focus of this year's energy work is on countries and regions connected to ancient Lemuria. That's right. Sydney was once at the edge of the Lemurian continent, and Brisbane is in the UK, is also quite close to that region. There are many islands along the coastal region from offshore Brisbane to cairns in the Great Barrier Reef. The light forces, what the heck? The light forces plan to establish the first light island communities on these islands. There is a Syrian underwater base off the east coast of Austria. Again, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is our game, and we are playing it. The Syrians will use this base to heal humanity's mental body, emotional body, and partially the physical body, while also transforming the subconscious of surface light workers, preparing them for inner first contact. This Syrian base will also assist in regulating the planetary light grid. The Syrians are making contact with wild dolphins in Australia, as dolphins are also said to originate from the Syrian star system. Yes, absolutely. Yes, Alicia. Right where you're at, girl. Right where you're at. It's 9:44. The Palladians have an underwater base near Bora Bora. Both of these bases will assist in anchoring the energies of the keys of New Heaven and New Earth. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. This is wild. It says, opal is the stone that anchors the energies of New Heaven. Opal has a very specific crystalline structure, like a liquid crystal, similar to glass. I'm serious. I didn't know this before I read this. Opal. There are reasons for everything. Everything. It is not fully crystallized. It is frozen liquid light. And because of the specific atomic structure, opal can anchor very high frequency energies of the source. It can amplify various inner qualities of human beings, whether positive or negative. It enhances and magnifies them. In the past, I did not go into detail about opal because there was still too much darkness in the world. The surface world needed to meet certain conditions before I could openly talk about opal. Opals on the surface originate from previous waves of solar flashes. When a galactic superwave triggers solar flash eruptions, the sun releases massive amounts of plasma particles. When these changed particles penetrate Earth's magnetic field and reach the surface, they create what is known as ground level event. Powerful plasma vortices strike the ground like lightning, forming mineral veins where opals can develop. Solar flashes are driven by activity from the galactic central sun. There is a quantum entanglement between the energy and information from the galactic center and opals. Opals contain the energy codes of past and future solar flashes. These codes can be used to activate the new heaven. These energies also symbolize a new cosmic cycle and the birth of a new universe. Opals from Lightning Ridge in Australia possess the strongest energetic properties. Emerald is the stone that anchors energies of new earth. We have already placed many emerald grids around the world. Now we will extend the opal and emerald grids to countries of the Pacific region. And you can start doing that if you feel so guided. This year we will anchor the energies of the new heaven and the new earth in these locations. During the month of April, the key of new heaven will keep transforming of whatever is still remaining of dark energy anomaly. During April and May, Uranus will make powerful astrological aspects that will trigger quantum leaps, which will assist in anchoring new heaven and new earth. First, on April 26th, Uranus will enter Gemini for good. And this will be the moment when the key of new heaven will be developed enough for us to safely begin working on also activating the key of new earth. Then on May 2nd, Uranus will conjunct Alcyon. This will be the moment when a network of Pleiadian underwater bases will be activated. Then, on May 24th, Uranus will conjunct Sedna. This will be a very important astrological marker that will allow unification of energies of new earth and new heaven for the very first time. We will anchor this new energy in Bora Bora as the main anchor point. From that moment on, both keys will be working together in harmony. To interfere with the golden timeline, the dark forces have engineered what's going on in Iran. According to sources, Trump was subjected to trauma-based mind programming during his short stay at Jesuit-controlled Fordham University in 1966. I will tell you this, guys, and I've known this for a long time. Trump is fragmented. He's a fragmented soul. He has a light side and a dark side. And this programming has created a split in his personality. with one positive altar trying to do good and another negative altar being completely controlled by the Jesuits, the Zionists, his handlers. So their end game is the fulfillment of Armageddon prophecies. Okay, so the light forces and sane people are not supporting what's going on as far as what's going on over in Iran, because it has caused extreme volatility in gold prices, where large players are liquidating their gold for much needed cash. This gold price crash will be followed by an even more extreme rise in gold prices at a certain point. On a more positive note, push for disclosure continues. And it could potentially get very interesting. This is why the dark forces are removing key people who could trigger disclosure. Think about that, right? The war for the timeline on the surface of the planet is now really intense. If you feel so guided, okay, let's see. There is an interview. Let's see, we have enough time to go and look at this interview. I've shared several different interviews with you guys. I will put the whole thing on Discord. You are possibly correct, Panther. Okay, I will put the whole interview on our Discord, but let's see. Okay. I'm trying to find the good questions. Okay, recently many people have been buying up silver, leading to shortages of physical silver and rising precious metals prices. Will this process continue until the event? And could it accelerate the timeline toward the event? Exactly, child of God. There is no fear behind this. None at all. Cobra. Remember, we always look at the bigger picture. If you can't always look at the bigger picture and live in the now, then I don't know what you're doing here. Because that is what we do here in the Butterfly Sanctuary. The price of silver is very volatile because it is being manipulated. But in the long term, price will definitely increase. Timing of the event does not depend on the price of silver. But exponential rise of silver prices is an indicator that we are getting closer. Is there any the light forces operation behind the recent surge in silver prices? He says no. It is a natural responsive collapse of trust in the system. Yes. Regarding the light forces intervention on the surface, is the progress going smoothly? Is there any intelligence you can share at this time? He says it is definitely not going smoothly. When I have any substantial news I can share, I will do so in the blog. Okay. What is the current status of the BOD or the NAA, Nutty Ones? Do they still have significant influence? Hi, Mama Yaya. And he says, yes, isn't it obvious? Questioner says, are there any further developments regarding Aldebaran's plan involving Trump and Elon Musk? Cobra says, operations continue behind the scenes. Nothing can be said publicly. Questioner says, what publicly shareable results have Aldebarans achieved so far? push towards disclosure in February. Okay, so this is a picture of under the night sky. A light worker connects with starships through aquamarine and meditation. So that is a light worker connecting to starships. It's pretty cool. And you can do that too. Meditate and connect with your galactic family. Questioner says, in your update on November 11th last year, you mentioned Pleiadians have communicated that they wish to do a mass display of their fleet of motherships to the surface population. And they may or may not do that in the near future. Is there anything we can do to help accelerate this process, such as using aquamarine meditation to connect with the fleet or burying aquamarine? Cobra says, connect with the Pleiadians in your meditations. Questioner says, at the Kyoto Ascension Conference last year, you mentioned Aldebaran's plan, which roughly described Aldebarans would disguise themselves as surface military personnel, take control of a small country, and then use a TV station to begin broadcasting disclosure information. Is this plan still a possible option to be implemented? Is the likelihood of using this scenario currently high? He says, this is still a possibility. Before the event happens, is it possible that a financial collapse could occur first and trigger the positive quantum financial system to come online earlier? How likely is that scenario? He says that is very unlikely. Very unlikely. In the update on December 26th of last year, you mentioned there is a war between the light and the dark for the planetary energy grid and a war for the timeline. Is the light forces currently gaining the upper hand? He says the light forces are slowly gaining the upper hand. Okay. In your update last November, you mentioned that we would see several kinds of advanced technologies this January. Have any of those technologies been released yet? If so, what are they? He says all those plans either failed or were delayed. Okay. The situation in China. What is the current status of Red Dragon in China? Have they made good progress? He says they are still keeping a low profile as it is not safe. Question, have Western esoteric traditions and Eastern Daoism and Buddhism ever had any mutual exchange or cooperation? He says, yes, there was contact, especially in India during Gandhara and Gupta periods. Okay, let's see. Oh my goodness, Forest Fairy talks about this. What is the story of Nuwa? Nuwa, repairing the sky, actually about? There are also claims that the stone Nuwa used to repair the sky was beryl. Is that true? He says it is a legend of restoring cosmic balance, similar to Egyptian goddess Mat. Nuwa, the I Ching is often seen as a tool for observing and projecting future trends. Can the light forces use the I Ching to identify the most stable and fastest course of action for the planetary situation and the events? He says I Ching in most cases reflects projections from subconsciousness and is not reliable enough to be used by the light forces. Okay. I want to talk about this because I believe Force Fairy has already talked about this, and maybe she didn't show a picture. So this is Nuwa repairing the sky. It is a myth in Chinese tradition describing how Nuwa used 5 colored stones to mend the broken sky, calm the catastrophe, and restore order and peace to the world. That's Nuwa. Repairing the sky. And yes, we're talking about the mat also. Okay. Here we go. Minerals related. You have mentioned that North Carolina emeralds in the United States can connect with Saint Germain's New Atlantis plan. I would like to understand the deeper significance behind these emeralds and whether they can also provide direct support for manifesting the event. Cobra says they carry the codes of the New Atlantis and strengthen the connection between Saint Germain and the USA. Regarding Somali emeralds, we understand that they need to be used with caution. Could you share some beginner level ways for light workers to work with Somali emeralds? Cobra says it is advised that only people that are very experienced in energy work use Somali emeralds. I don't know what a Somali emerald is. Let me see what it is. I'm going to just ask this guy because he knows the most. Okay, let's see what else. In the information you shared about emeralds, I noticed that even within the same mineral type, different localities can correspond to different energetic connections and symbolic meanings. In that case, for stones like aquamarine or morganite, can different localities also lead to noticeably different energetic connections and functional characteristics? He says yes in some cases, but the difference is less than with emerald. Okay. Regarding the idea that emeralds are a form of universal hard currency, we would like to know in what situations we might need to use emeralds as hard currency in the future. He says bartering with extraterrestrials. So the extraterrestrials barter with emeralds. New Earth is playing, by the way. There are some minerals on Earth that are rarer than emerald and also have a high level of beauty and artistic value. From a cosmic, artistic, or energetic perspective, do these more refined or rare minerals on Earth still hold a high level of preciousness and value on a universal scale? Most of those minerals are fairly more common across the universe. Rose like calcite with rose color. China, calcite flower. Okay. Some light workers in China acted with good intentions but have very limited financial means. Previously, they purchased and buried some emeralds that had not been tachionized yet. After seeing recent updates on Cobra's blog, they have started to feel concerned. Could this kind of burial create a negative impact on the light grid? Also, could they be viewed as gray hat light workers because of this? He says if they bury non-tachyonized stones, they need to clearly state they are not tachyonized to avoid confusion. If they do so, they are not gray hats. If they misrepresent non-tachyonized stones as tachyonized, they are definitely gray hats. Okay. Some light workers feel exhausted and are losing confidence in the event due to conflicts and turmoil within the light worker community, personal financial difficulties, and the slow pace of progress. How can we help these people? They need to start working on their golden timeline. Yes, we work on our golden timeline in here. Hi, Rosa. Hi, darling. Okay. Can we ask the light forces to contact us in our dreams and offer encouragement and healing? Yes. It says, you mentioned at the 2018 conference that the phoenix is a very powerful symbol. Is it appropriate for you to share anything about the phoenix now? We know the phoenix is a symbol of rebirth and transformation. Yes, look at that. We have a phoenix in our room right there. Kind of looks like this one. Right? Yes. We're all working. We're all working on it. Okay. Let's see. Talks about Sedna. So you can do that. The event. In recent years, short form video culture has become widespread, and the internet is also full of influencers and live streamers who deliberately create fake or misleading information to gain attention and traffic. In the early stage, right after the event begins, have the light forces prepared new ways to address this issue? Will our internet systems experience any temporary disruption? He says during the event, internet may be temporarily offline. Does this mean what light workers need to do during the event might change? We would like to know whether the approach of preparing a large number of printed flyers about the event, handing them out, really? The light forces have already developed more efficient strategies to respond to the early stage after the event begins. Basic approach is still the same. After the event, will we need to use certain methods to recover all our past memories, or will the memories that were forgotten from past lives gradually return even if we do nothing? He says they will gradually return on their own, but also special techniques for past life recall will be shared by the light forces. Okay. It says we will be restoring sacred sites such as temples and ruins. Okay. If a light worker feels chronically exhausted due to interpersonal interference and chooses to act quietly and independently with less social interaction, could that actually help them focus their energy and fulfill their mission more effectively? Yes, is the answer. Okay. I have noticed that light workers often argue because they understand and interpret messages differently. Could you offer some suggestions to help them communicate more rationally and reduce internal conflict? Simply decide not to engage in conflict. Duh. Don't engage in it. Okay. Also, this is a good one. Some claims say that demons are sealed in the Vatican's underground basement. Is this simply a rumor, or is there actually something there beneath the Vatican? He says demons sealed beneath the Vatican have already been cleared. The Vatican has been cleared. So that's amazing. Also, Varanasi in India is said to be a place of liberation from the cycle of life and death. It is a very powerful spiritual vortex. And the Mahakaleshwar temple in India is the location of a very ancient Atvor pillar of light. So there we go. If you want to any more of this, it'll be on the Discord. So let's go ahead and do our snaps. Interesting interview for sure. Yes, interesting information today from the portal. All right, let's get going. Here we go. We're all on this butterfly together because we are creating together. We're holding these new frequencies that are coming, and we're holding them on the planet. We are the pillars. And our past loved ones are always with us. And this is us. Our hearts are big and pure, and we are connected to our halo technology, connected to source energy, the great galactic central sun. And this is the golden Aurelian arc. We are the golden butterflies. We have connected our DNA. If you are in here, you are at least 12-strand DNA, if not higher. This is the Christos spiral. We work in this spiral. This is the codons, the codex. This is the codex spiral. We work with earth, air, fire, water, and ether because we are alchemists. We go from 2-strand to 12-strand and beyond. This is also our room. Steffi did this for us. This shows us that we're guided and watched over and protected. Here's a little toothless cat did for us. We go through the door to become the butterfly. Maya did this for us. This is Forest Fairy's work. This is the dragons in here. Huge. The magic, the Magdalene. We change timelines. This is the hummingbird. We work as our higher selves in here. This room is not 3D. It is 5D. You walk through this portal because this is a portal. You walk through this portal, you are stepping into a 5D frequency. We are the unicorns. We are the rainbow butterflies of the Hopi prophecy, here to raise the frequency of this planet. This is our daily armor of God invocation because we put on the full armor of God every day. Today we rise in light. Today we walk as flame. We put on the helmet of truth. Our minds are clear. We wear the breastplate of light. Our hearts are pure. We lift the shield of faith. No shadow may enter. We move mountains. Change timelines. Here's a big old lucky hug for everyone in here. Creating and empowering yourself. And helping us be the pillars. And we wield the sword of spirit. Our voice is power. We stand in the shoes of peace. We walk with purpose. Our grid is sealed. Our flame is online. And our codex is alive. We are the love. We are the light. We are the truth. We are. Plur, peace, love, unity, and respect. These are the things, these are the building blocks of New Earth and the building blocks of the 5D frequency. We'll make heaven a place on earth is playing, guys. Heaven is a place on earth. May 1st, we're going to start reading the Sophia Code together. So if you have the Sophia Code book and you want to come up and read, we're going to start doing that. May 1st. All right. Here is our healing chain, and all these people and places have asked us to continue to send our healing energy to them. so that they can heal themselves. So however you do that, with light language, with Reiki, with crystal healing, or with prayer, we're going to call in Archangel Raphael and have him connect his energy to all these beautiful people. And we're going to send them love, light, and healing energy now. Mia satosh koros priyata makorosiata. Amazing Mama Yaya. Mia satosh koros priyata makorosiata. Mia satosh koros priyata makorosiata. All right. Here is our rainbow butterfly dream catcher. If you're working in the astral, if you're doing remote viewing, take this with you, but also take your dragon with you and use your shield. If you don't have a shield that you normally put up, use the Maharic shield. Go on YouTube, look up Maharic shield and do it. The first time it'll take you 15 minutes, the second time 10 minutes. It gets faster and faster. I do mine in under a minute every day. I connect to the great central sun, bring the pillar of light down through my body, through my chakras, and then I connect it and balance it right into the center of the planet. Okay. We're going to go ahead and do the Aurelian Arc energy work. So I want you guys to imagine a beautiful golden light of a golden arc of energy above and below, all around the earth. And I want you to see that golden energy in your hearts. That energy is right there in your heart. And you have the power to share that energy with the world. So I want you to take that golden energy from your heart and picture strings of golden energy going into that beautiful golden arc of energy above the earth. And now you're going to see raindrops, little droplets of golden rain, raining on all the hearts of all the people on this planet. Those ready to awaken. Look at them spark. Snap your fingers and look at them, feel them spark. You're bringing joy into their hearts with your golden energy all over the world. We're not doing it just in our backyards. We're doing it everywhere because we are one with everyone else in this world. Now I want you to hold that thought. Hold that thought. All right, amazing. Thank you for that, everybody. I hope you feel invigorated. Pat yourselves on the back. You guys are awesome at grid work. And yes. All right. I saw the sign. I saw the sign. We see signs every day. We hear signs every day. All right, this is Sylvia Brown, Life on the Other Side, a psychic's tour of the afterlife. This is in first person, and I'm reading as Sylvia Brown. So these aren't my words, these are her words. We're going to read about filling in our charts details. The charts that we write before we come to Earth, because we do. We write a chart before we come to Earth. We gather with our spirit guide, with our team, and we write our journey. We write our journey and then we come to Earth and live it. With little differences, because I do believe that things are put into our paths in order to take us off our path on purpose. And then if we rise above that, if we make our vibration so high that these things can't even get in our path anymore, that is ascending your consciousness. So, filling in our chart's details. With the generalities of our charts decided on, the primary and secondary life themes, the option lines, the exit points, and our totems, we now begin the lengthy, arduous, painstaking job of composing each and every component and event of the lifetime we're about to undertake, to help guarantee that we have the best possible chance of succeeding at our overall goals. And the words each and every component are not used lightly. We choose our parents and our siblings. We choose every tiny aspect of our physical appearance, from hair, skin, and eye color, to body type, to height, to weight, including fluctuations, to any oddities and distinctive markings. We choose our exact place, time, and date of birth, which means that we choose all the details of our astrological chart. Yep. We choose our friends, our lovers, our spouses, our children, our bosses and coworkers, our casual acquaintances, even our pets. We choose the dark entities we'll meet along the way. We choose the cities, the neighborhoods, and the houses we'll live in. We choose our preferences, our weaknesses, our flaws, our sense of humor or lack of one, our skills and talents, and our areas of incompetence. Yes. And step by step, breath by breath, we compose every important and trivial moment of the lifetime we're about to undertake. Despite how it sounds, we arrive on Earth with plenty of free will and countless choices. If it's in your chart that you skin your knee when you're 4 years old, it's up to you whether it will be a minor injury or end up requiring surgery. If your chart clearly states that you'll be invited to a birthday party at the age of 30, you can choose to decline the invitation or go and have a miserable time or be the life of the party. If you plan a car accident for yourself, it can turn out to be a fender bender or a catastrophe that totals your car, depending on your choice at the time it happens. A charted illness can be life-threatening or trivial as a result of whether or not you take of it dutifully or ignore it when the illness strikes. When a dark entity shows up in your life as dictated in your chart, it's your choice whether to walk away, get involved, and let them destroy you, or get involved and profit from the experience by learning to keep your distance next time. A charted life is in no way a life without options. It exemplifies the fact that the value of our lives isn't dictated by what we're confronted with, but by what we do with what we're confronted with. That's it, guys. That is it. What do you do with what you're confronted with? Do you let it break you or do you rise from it? Throughout the process of composing the chart, our spirit guide faces an incredibly difficult challenge. They have to draw on all of their own past life memories and emotions in order to become, in a way, almost humanized on our behalf. Don't forget our state of mind on the other side, including when we're in orientation to return to Earth, is euphoric, fearless, and utterly confident. There's nothing we feel unequipped to handle nothing we're reluctant to take on in our hunger for spiritual growth. Composing our chart in this state of mind is a bit like going to the grocery store with an empty stomach and a full wallet. We'll drag home twice as much food as we can possibly eat before it spoils, much of which is junk that is only going to make us sick or fat or both if we don't come to our senses and throw it away. However burdensome your life is, I promise that you are in the process of opting for even more challenges than you're already faced with until your spirit guide argued you into something at least a little more realistic. It is also during this orientation process that other spirits we've written in to play significant roles in our lives are often brought in to confer and to coordinate charts so that sooner or later we'll find each other and have a good chance of recognizing each other. Despite our frequent conscious amnesia once we're here on Earth. Obviously, the spirits we meet with during orientation haven't incarnated yet either, nor are they dark entities who are on a self-imposed exile from the other side. If the major players in our lives are already incarnated, we're likely to meet with their spirit guides instead. Twins, triplets, and other multiple births always meet each other in orientation to agree on more chart details than most of us deal with. But any other spirit we've chosen to dramatically affect our lives, and whose lives will dramatically affect in return, is guaranteed to be part of our orientation, which only heightens that odd mutual sense of "it's you" between us and some of the total strangers we encounter here. We're given proof during our lifetimes on Earth, if we're paying attention, of how intricately detailed our charts are by the time we're finished composing them. For example, we all occasionally experience little moments, almost invariably trivial, that we fleetingly believe is an exact replica of the moment we've lived before. The feeling lasts for only a second or two, and it's some version of, I've sat in this chair, in this position, drinking coffee from this cup, with the phone ringing, interrupting the news on TV, precisely like it is now once before, either silently or out loud. We acknowledge that we've just experienced a déjà vu, and then shrug it off and go on with our day. The truth is, we haven't lived that moment before at all. We wrote that tiny, inconsequential moment into our upcoming life during orientation as a subtle signpost to let us know that we are in sync with the lifetime we planned before we came here. Deja vu is actually a rare signal resonating from our subconscious to our conscious minds. It says, I remember the chart I wrote, a brief blessed glimpse of home. Yes. Other signposts of our charts appear in the form of coincidences. I'm sure you've experienced enough coincidences in your life to get the general drift. A song you haven't heard in years runs through your mind for no reason. And an hour later, you get in your car and find that song playing on the radio. Or you're in the middle of writing a letter to a long-lost friend when they suddenly call out of nowhere. Again, it's easy to shrug off coincidences as nothing more than amusing little diversions. But what they really are is far more exciting. They are a conscious memory and anticipation of a moment in the chart we wrote. Still more proof of home. And the fact that for that instant in time, our life is in perfect sync with the plans we made. Once we've completed the long, arduous task of writing our chart based on such decisions as our goals, life themes, and option lines, we leave the orientation room and with our spirit guide proceed to the heart of the Hall of Justice, to the magnificent white marble sanctity of the vast arena where the council sits at their gleaming U-shaped platform, waiting to receive us. Wow. Yes. We'll learn more about the council tomorrow. But yes, we choose everything. I truly believe this. And there are no coincidences. None. No coincidences. So there we have class for the day. If you guys would like to share, come up and share. Talk about what you might have learned. Something you want to share about something that we talked about today. Or if you want to be on the butterfly, you're not on the butterfly, but you want to be on it, I just need your rainbow color. Because when you're on the butterfly, it means when you're not in this room, you're still working with us to promote peace, love, unity, and respect, and bring in those 5D frequencies. So if you'd like to come up, share, and share, just hit that share button. Thank you, Brother Michael. My classes are always led by spirit. Always. Guided by spirit. I never know what we're going to talk about, and I learn right along with you. It's like the other side is the teacher. I'm not a teacher. I'm a student in here, just as well as you are. All I do is open the portal, and I let spirit in. Yeah. And that's what we all do. We all connect with spirit. We all connect with spirit. Well, hey, Kelly. Hi, darling. Yes, okay, Alicia. I love it when you come in up. Did you really pump? Isn't that crazy? Wow.
Hi, love. How are you? Big heart hugs to all the beautiful butterflies. Keep shining. Keep, connecting to that gentle love within your heart, that Amore hole, that beautiful divine Lumeria holes of love, peace, and serenity. And I love that you mentioned about Lumeria because this was one of the first timelines that I connected to. And the frequencies were so different compared to the frequencies we are experiencing now in our present realities. And Lumeria taught me, in a sense, that we are one with divine God source. We are co-creators with divine God source. So always remain in with your gentleness, with your gratitude, peace, humility from within, because that is what's going to keep us balanced as the Libra scales, right? Because we have to balance both the divine feminine and divine masculine within each chakra as the right points in order for us to remain on all the divine crystal Sophia blueprints, such as your physical, mental, emotional, astral, etheric templates. This is our organic crystal Sophia blueprint, which consists of the rainbow rays. So
absolutely.
yeah, so it's a beautiful experience. We are bringing heaven on earth from each one of us, our divine flames, our divine rainbow rays. Talikatele ishikina ma ashana mata. Alaham kirasha shama ashana mata. Taisha into doy. Taisha into doy. Taisha into doy. Shakuna ma ashana ma. Send you all so much love and light from my heart to yours. Keep shining. Keep staying with divine. Make sure and shield your with your Maharata shields. I love you all. One love, one heart.
Oh, I love you too, Alicia.
Gotta go now.
All right, darling. Have a beautiful day.
You too. Take care, love.
All right. Today will be the last day we go through this door. And I will see where Spirit's going to lead us, what song Spirit is going to lead us to next after this one. Anyone else would like to come up? Hi, Queen of Seraphims. Nice to see you. Again, I should say, again, because we are all of the angelic humans in here. Namaste. Hey, Jessica. Is Flowerpower still here? Yeah, it's all good. Some people use just listen. They take class like a podcast, which is fine. Which is perfect. Oh, this is Finnegan. He's amazing. Grateful you woke up again. Yes, highlight the love. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Oh, good, Jessica. I'm glad to hear that. Every day we heal just a little bit more, right? Everything gets better. And you'll be no more toothaches. No more toothaches. Yeah. Yes, perfect, Jessica. Anyway, we can get some of that pain out of our lives, right? There is nothing worse than tooth pain. Oh, man. Nothing worse than tooth pain. It's crazy how little a tooth is and can bring so much pain. Yep. Just gotta know one day at a time, everything gets better. Look at the bigger picture, always. And life will always be the best it can be in your now moments. Mm-hmm. Oof. Ouch, Brother Michael. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I've had dry socket before. That's not fun. Yay, Jessica. Yes, I know. Smiling is a beautiful thing. I am so grateful for my teeth. So grateful. No more toothaches. Your front tooth broke and fell out the first day. Wow. Yep, after I had my twins, my teeth became very, very brittle. and started breaking off, and there was nothing I could do to save them. But I was very grateful because my mouth is shaped perfectly for dentures, and I now have teeth and can smile, and I'm happy with it. And no more toothaches. Oh, have a beautiful day, darling. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Hey, Steffi. Was there anyone new in here that wanted to be on the butterfly? Right there. You can be on the butterfly with us. And, thank you, Steph. Be on the butterfly. Help us build the new earth. Yay, April's coming up. Awesome. Hey, girl.
Hey, sister, what's going on? I love that
Happy to have you up here.
picture.
Keep me company.
Yeah, I thought I'd pop up. Yeah, definitely. I'm so super excited for you to read the Sophia Code again.
Yes.
Yes. I've still got her. She came with me, didn't she? The book. So yeah, I'm going to be joining in for class for sure when I'm not working, which probably on a Monday for definite. So yeah, I'm gonna come in and read along.
As always.
So I've got my little insert book in front of me. If we've got a bit of time before the song.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we know we was talking about, obviously there's no separation. We know that, don't we? We're divine, eternal beings having a human experience, raising the vibration. And so this was my kind of higher self, but me, really, there is no separation from us. And so here we go. The kingdom of heaven lays within you. You have been transmuting for the collective. Feel into the feelings you have. What you have. You are an angel and an intricate part of this. Oh, I don't think this is the one. I think I wrote it out better. My writing's terrible. Oh, an important part of the ascension just by being you. Remember, you are never alone. Be ready to embrace God's plan. Let your light shine so bright so the path is lit for others. Be joyful in your journey. You are protected and so very loved. Each challenge has its purpose, even when the path is unclear. I am always here for you. I am your sister. The power of your faith will transform your life. Sit every rising with our Creator, the Most High. Give him your problems and draw strength. Divine inspiration will come to you. Sadness and despair will fade. We are in the threshold of a remarkable journey. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow. We are being shaped and moulded into the best person we can be, refined like gold. It is in our destiny. We are sovereign. We are sovereign. We are sovereign. Profound inner peace is our destiny. I have the sword of justice and the shield of truth. With the Most High's guiding hand, you are loved with an everlasting love. Angels walk by your side. Let the heart be light and your spirit strong. With faith and guidance, you are invincible and deeply cherished. Each act of forgiveness ripens the garden we are growing. Like water to a seed, watch how the beauty blooms around you. The trials you have faced will become your testimony to others. You will rise stronger and greater than you ever were. Miracles will flourish. Your seeds of faith will bloom with abundance. Divine timing is at play and unexpected miracles will happen. We have a divine purpose. Live boldly and joyfully and prepare for your blessings. Each whisper of your heart is a prayer to the Most High. Prepare to receive the overflowing abundance. It is always darkest before the dawn, and each day is a new beginning. A single kind word could lift a heavy heart and start your day in communion so your day starts filled with love in your heart. Your acts of kindness are part of a greater narrative and nourishes the hearts of others, and a divine brushstroke in a divine masterpiece. Look into the windows of your soul. Sit down your heavy load of anger and sleep in the compassion of your heart. I trust in you, and you are my strength and salvation. With gratitude, heal yourself. And that is
was
it.
beautiful. Beautiful. And so
Oh,
needed at this time. So needed.
I just got out my old book and it opened up and I was like, oh, I remember writing that for class. Oh gosh, let me see if there's a date. Oh, here we go. The 10th of September, 2024.
Wow.
Yeah. And there's probably bits on here as well. Oh, I've got another one as well here. It's about anointing. So I just do this as like a little practice just to clear my energy sometimes. And it says, I anoint my brow so my thoughts may be pure, and any that are not are understood and loved. I anoint my eyes so I can see the wonder that the day brings me. I anoint my mouth so I speak the words of the divine, and that I may forgive myself for those that are not. I anoint my ears so I may hear the words of the Most High. I anoint my hands so they may do the work of the righteous. I anoint my feet so they lead me on the right path. Just a quick little one.
Nice. Love it.
Yay.
I love that you kept a journal of class. That's so funny. That's
Oh,
great.
gosh, yeah. I mean, you guys will be in here. This was around, I've just gone on to, when I saw the, after my brother passed, do you remember that was back in 24? God, hasn't it gone quick?
I
And we
know.
see the cloud with his name written in it. I've just come across that page where I drew the picture. Yeah. So
That means he's
happy sad.
visiting you.
Oh, I know. Yep, he's over there helping out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, here, so at the beginning of my book, it's I've got the Sophia code. I'm going to listen to the initiation music, Kia Ra, tonight. Yeah, what? I just listened to Opal's class
Wow.
and realised how important it is to cut cords. Oh, okay, yep. Talking about cutting cords and stuff in my journal. So there you go.
That's wild.
Yeah.
There are no coincidences. We learned that today.
No.
But I knew that.
I love it.
Yeah.
Love the serendipities. That's what I call it. Yeah.
I love that too. Serendipity. I like that.
Yeah. 20. How you doing, BX? Deep down, I'm still a child. Playful eyes wide and wild. I can't lose hope. What's left of my heart's been made of gold. And I know that I'm still fucked up. But are we all loved, darling? Our scars make us who we are. So when the winds are howling strong and you think you can't go on, hold tight, sweetheart. You'll find a rainbow, baby, trust me, I know. Life is scary, but just put those colors on, girl. Come and play along with me.
I know her accent's amazing.
You gotta learn to let go. Put the past behind you, trust me, I know. The ghost will try to find you, but just put. Oh, here we go. So I've just got onto another page, and it says the Sophia code, key code 15 or 5 or 15. Oh, my writing's terrible. The Mary Magdalene initiation was a powerful reading in Opal's room today. I listened and, oh gosh, it was so very emotional with all the angels and Mother Mary and Anna. I cried a lot. since then, the clouds have been awesome. I can see so many angels. It just went crazy, like the heavens were vibrating. I went for a walk and made a video grounding. Oh, what was it? Something about making tea. Typical English diary. Nettle tea. I made nettle tea with rosemary and lavender. Ooh, look at me. Oh, I love that I've come across all those little memories.
That's wild.
So you're going to have us all crying again.
You're Twinny.
Hey, Twinny. Hey, girl.
I'll apologize in advance for South Park in the background. Very loud. I'm at my daughter's house and they can sleep with that. They sleep like that. I don't know. I don't question it. I just
Nope. Yep.
So if you hear Cartman behind me, that is why.
Disclaimer.
I'm visiting the kids. I love it, but I'm also ready to go back to my king size bed now too. But no, I'm going to see the rest of the crew today, so I'm excited. I hung out with my youngest two last night here, and my grand puppies.
Back in New York or
New York? Yeah, just for a minute, just for a hot minute, girl.
Just a flying visit.
Yeah, I'm going to the old apartment, Russell's, mine, the apartment today with my daughter, to make sure we got everything out of there. So
is your daughter not there anymore?
No, everyone moved out. So
everyone
we're finishing
moved.
up.
I know you did, but I think you left her back.
It's really well, they did, but it's just it's time to close that chapter.
Yeah,
Russell wants everyone to close that chapter.
Yeah, no, completely get that.
So everyone's out, but she tried to go back by herself twice and got really upset. So I came here basically just to go there with her today and then see the other kids. Yeah, she needs some closure and she needs her mom there.
She needs her mommy.
So I'm happy to be there for her. And it won't be a bad thing for me either.
For you? No, I was about to say that. Yeah.
Yeah. So after all said and done, I'm just really proud of my kids. And as long as they're okay, I'm okay type thing.
Yeah. Yep.
You know? That's it. That's what it's come down to at this point in my life. Are you all okay? I'm great. Thanks. Move on. It's just it. Hey, sunshine. Loving the clouds lately. I know I'm always looking up. Always either looking up at the sun, clouds, birds, stars. Yesterday, I swear I was just driving and it was just all egg-shaped clouds all around me. And I was like, hey, guys, I literally out loud, I was like, hey, guys, welcome to Earth.
Well, I have one star. Well, you know, we have our star, don't we? And now the star that I've been noticing for years is actually flashing red. Not flashing, but like twinkling.
Yeah, like twinkling red.
Like twinkles, and it goes on. I'm like, is that red?
There's so much going on in the heavens. I'm just always pulled up there. Just no matter where I am, you're always going to find me looking up.
I know sometimes I'm like that when I'm driving. I'm like, no, focus on
I don't
the
even
road.
pay attention. Like people are talking. I'm like, yep, okay. Like I'm just going. And now we know they're, quote unquote, people flying around the moon or whatever. Okay.
You're just okay. Okay.
I don't. There's wars going on, quote unquote. There's all these things, and we're just gonna do something we've never technically done before, supposedly not for entertainment purposes only. I'm like, all right, we'll see how that goes. I don't watch the news, so I just heard that this is just what I've heard. I might have this wrong, but I heard 3 dudes and a chick are flying around the moon or something. Did it already happen? I don't know.
I don't know.
I haven't watched the news in a long time.
I don't watch news.
So I just hear things trickling and I'm like, oh, well, that's something different. They were just talking about it, Teresa. Yeah, I know, Meowser. I know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't watch the news. I just like hear things here and there that I figure spirit wants me to hear for a reason. So I pay attention to the little things that come in. And that was the one last night before I went to bed. I was like, oh, huh. Wow.
So I thought they
I
lost
know
the
that, Tammy.
technology. Didn't
We
they
know.
lose the technology to go to the moon, but they can fly around it now?
All I know is that everyone I know in America has been having their power flicker on and off for like the past 4 or 5 days.
Okay.
I had mine go off and on a few times. I was like walking in my kitchen, went out, completely black, comes back on, take 3 more steps, goes out, comes back on. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, and I've heard that there's people can hear like noises coming from deep, deep underground, like if they live near mountains and things.
Well, this should be interesting, folks. That's
Yeah.
all. That's
And
all
there's
I
one
have to
guy had
say
a
at
like a
this point.
bottle on the floor, and you could see the bottle was like moving with this weird kind of
Let me tell
vibrational
you,
noise.
when I drove into New York yesterday, 20, now listen, everybody can think whatever they want about me. Yeah, I smoke pot. I poke smart. Okay. But I've
Poke
done that
smart
every day
too.
of my life since I was
I'm
14,
poking smart
besides
right
when I was
now.
pregnant or nursing. Anyway, I was driving. Right when I crossed the Pennsylvania to New York border, I felt like I was like, is it the roads? Is it my car? Is it a tire? Is it the pavement? It was I felt like, and it was right when I crossed in the big heart that says I love New York and flowers. It was like I felt
The
me
shift.
going from one state to the other. You get it? The shift,
Yeah.
crossing from one state into another state. And
Yeah.
I don't really like the state. It doesn't feel I like where I live now. I like where I live now.
Yeah.
It's different. It's a different energy here. And I can really feel it now that I've been out of it. You know?
How long is
Speaking
the
of things
drive?
underground. An hour and 20 minutes.
Oh, that's okay.
That's not too bad.
And it's one road. And then it's from Promise. I get off into the Promised Land. So I don't mind the drive. And it's all mountains the whole drive. So it's just really beautiful. Shaweed is medicinal. It's actually, an ancestral ritual, to be very honest, to open your psyche to things. If you are open to it, but a lot of people aren't, and that's fine too. Like
Well,
whatever.
wasn't they saying in the old EpiPen files that people that did smoke it were less easily manipulated?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
why. Yep. Yep. Yep.
I'm not saying
That
do
part.
it. I'm not saying advocating
I'm
for
not
it,
saying do it
but
either. That's just
it's
some
something I
some
do, and I don't judge
psychological
anyone
research that
for what
came
they
out.
do or what they don't do. But like I
That's why
think
they
it's
won't let you
natural.
smoke when you work for any
Yes,
kind
it's
of
why the old
enforcement and or GOV.
the L, S, and the D was banned as well because it might open your.
Well, they went and the guy that invented that, his house is right here in New York. It's right up the road.
Oh, really?
It's a little castle. Yeah, it's right
Yeah,
outside Millbrook, New York. The guy that made, the Lucy in the
yeah.
Sky. Their house is right here, the original, and he like made it, and then the GOV took it,
Of
and
course
then
they did. Of course they
and
did.
then there went the 60s. Everyone, oops, what happened? No one can really remember because everyone was all
No.
tripping their faces off.
I remember my dad said that he was in, the phone boxes you get in London, the big red phone boxes, and
Yes, I
and he
love
said
them.
that him and his wife
Classic.
felt like it was taking off like a rocket.
Yeah, like
They
Doctor Who
held
and
on to
shit.
the sides for dear life.
Doctor Who and out of here, buddy. I
Yeah, my dad told
can't.
me he was a
I
real
want one
hippie,
of
he
those. I've
was.
always wanted to go into one of those. When I get to London, it's the first thing I'm like, I'm finding the nearest
Yeah, you have to
telephone
really
booth.
look now because they're
And
not
like,
really
shh, it's a
spread
truck.
out.
It's a car. Cars make noise. It's okay. I'll go on mute. Mm-mm.
Hemp's not even Mary Jane. Hemp
No,
is,
hemp. They
you can make so
actually,
many things out of hemp. You can make
yeah,
toilet paper. We
you
save
can make
trees with
everything.
hemp.
Houses. You can make houses. You can make clothes.
You
You
can
can
make
literally
so
make.
much stuff.
It was, if you look back into when plastic, in my opinion, TikTok, don't get your knickers in a twist, but when plastic came about, and there was a guy, it was like, you've got two ulterior like decisions. Is it going to be plastic or is it going to be hemp? Well, obviously hemp was too durable and long lasting, and wasn't, so they cut hemp right out of the equation, and now it's just everything's plastic.
Yeah. And hemp is so much more biodegradable than
Yep.
plastic
Yep.
and styrofoam. Geez, you know. I'd like to know who makes those rules
Yeah.
because I don't think the people voted on that. When you see all the things that hemp can do for us, save our trees. Stop. They need to stop cutting down the trees. It's stopping people from being able to breathe correctly. Trees
Well,
help
and
you
where does all that
breathe.
nature go? Where does all that nature go when they
Yeah.
chop it down? One tree holds an abundance of nature if you think about it, down to the microscopic. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Big oil companies, I think it was. Because I think plastic is always like a byproduct, wasn't it, or something? Polyethylene, which makes polystyrene, and
Yeah.
yeah, it all trickled down from the oil companies.
Hmm. Yeah, it's from oil. Yeah. Hey, Amy Lynn. I see you. That's what I was just going to say, Teresa. They don't want people well. Well, people don't make money. Don't make them money. That's the bottom line. It's always been about money for
It's about
them.
their bottom line, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
exactly them. It's about their
Yep.
bottom line, not us.
Yep. The big pharmaceutical companies. Yep. Big pharma. I avoid big pharma at all.
Yeah.
Period. Yeah. People may call me silly and stuff, but I don't go to hospital. I don't
No.
take any big pharma
Do you know,
drugs.
I stopped
I
my
don't do it.
daughter's summer
Don't do
allergy
it.
because she used to get the like summer allergies, and I gave her a bowl of nettle soup. You know what nettles
Mm.
are, don't you,
Hmm.
Opal?
Hmm.
And
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
yeah, she's never had any cough, sneezes, itchy eyes for about 5 years now.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'd been telling her to do it for years, and then it got worse. Like when she was young, she was probably about 12 or 13 when she first like got it, and then she turned about 15, and we was camping one day, and she started really getting bad hay fever. And I said to her, right, we went and picked some nettles, put it in some water, boiled it up. She drank it like a tea, and then she's 17 this year, 18, yeah. So she's never had it since.
That's wild. That's great.
Mm.
Yeah, stinging nettles. I never did have stinging nettle tea. I never really heard of that, but stinging nettles, I've had my go in with them.
Yeah, it's got natural antihistamine in it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
People have actually seen them, like, when you've got low blood circulation, they'll actually sting themselves with nettles to get rid of it. So it
Mm-hmm.
brings the blood to the surface. Oh, there's all good stuff in nature.
Yes. I use everything I have is all natural. You know, if it didn't come from God, it ain't going in. The only way I'd go to a hospital is if I had an emergency,
If my
right?
leg was
That's
falling
the only
off.
way.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah,
That's it. That's the only way.
yeah.
Other than that, I take homeopathics.
Sorry, it just takes 2 seconds for chaos to ensue. Dogs, FedEx trucks. It was a lot. Oh, yeah. My daughter's house is really nice. I'm really happy for them. It's in the country.
Yep. Yeah, heal yourself. Your own energy will heal you better than any
Absolutely. Amy Lynn, I saw your video of you at the playground. I absolutely loved it. I watched it twice because I was like, yes, girl. I love your energy, your spirit.
Did she go on the swings?
She went on this really cool, like, slidey cable thing. It gets like a disc that you sit on in a pole and you fly on this cable to the other side. It's very cool.
Yeah, like a little zip wire thing.
It's very cute.
I love it.
Yeah, they tried to get me to do that, Amy Lynn. I told them, shove it.
I'm getting off of my Prozacs. It's the last one that I've unfortunately been on for several years, so I have to step down
Just
slowly.
do it slow and smart,
I am.
girl.
I'm doing it with
Slow
my
and
doctor.
smart.
Yeah, doing it with my doc. Yep.
There's probably herbal things you can kind of.
There is. I already have everything lined up to
Of course you
supplement.
do.
Yeah, I'm
of course
good.
you do.
I'm working with a shaman and my doctor, so
Oh wow,
both.
that's so cool.
It's very cool, and just to be open and candid and talk about everything, trauma, tragedy, loss, all those things that we've all been through. But to be
all right, Amy,
just so candid about it is really nice. You know? Yeah. I love Mary Jane's amazing, especially for somebody that have physical things that hurt. That really is magical for. But even that to come off of, when you've been on a medication like that for too long, in my opinion, going on like 4 years, I'm like, yeah, no, we're done. Yeah, I just want to be delicate with my gray matter, so to speak. We're still a spirit in a human vessel, and have to take that into accountability when you're, dealing with things that have to do with your mind and your psyche.
Yep.
We're all just on a healing journey, everybody. Everybody's on their own. But we can all be supportive of one another with boundaries, love and light. And just encourage everybody to find the healed version of themselves within themselves, because that's where it is. And try not to judge others. It's kind of a big one. Lead with compassion. Again, with boundaries.
Yep. What does God say? Do not judge others lest you be judged yourself.
Exactly. I think the whole world could use a reminder of that.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I spoke to our girl Jules, and she's getting on her train, and we're gonna have a little meetup in New York City on Russell's date when he crossed over, or when he just became the Invisible Man with a plan. So that'll be super magical and uplifting and cool to do on that particular date, and in New York City. And I'm going to go to the obelisk after I see her. So
that's amazing.
Yeah. It's really good. I'm just going to give her a quick hug, around a quick slice of pizza in New York and Manhattan, and then put it back on a train.
She'll be here in 2 days.
I know, I'm so excited. I spoke to her this morning for a while. And yeah, just going to give her a big hug and we're going to take a New York minute, so to speak. So to speak. Because my sister gave me this week off because she's smart and intuitive and knowing. I work this Friday and I'll probably fill in at the school a little bit, but you know, that's nice. I'm not sad this year. I'm not like
Awesome.
in that portion of grief, that dark part, you know, really not. Russ is still the same guy he was here in on the other side. His energy is incredible. He thinks he's a funny guy. He's still very, very funny. Everything that comes through is still just humor, no matter what it is.
Yeah, that's all my partner that passed away did, was laugh at everything.
At everything. Everything was
Yeah,
hilarious. And it
everything. It got
still is.
frustrating sometimes. I'm like, do you
His
take nothing
messages,
seriously?
yeah, I'd be like, do you take anything seriously? Be like, no, you take
Nope.
everything way too seriously. And I'm like, okay, well,
Yeah.
well,
Funny, isn't it?
you can't watch The Hangover with the kids. They're 5, okay? So I don't think I'm taking it too
Yeah.
seriously,
Yes.
okay? Like things like that. Like,
Yeah.
dude. But yeah, always funny. And now I really appreciate that like frequency that he left in me and in my kids. I was hanging out with our daughters last night. And yeah, it gets us through. We laugh
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, my son's got his laugh.
11:11.
Yep, it's 11:11. Here we go. Go through that door. Let's do it. Oops. Too quiet.
Once was a night of a faraway dream. Once was a night when the campfire burned. Once was a night when the nightingale sang. Once on this night birds were born. Once on a day when the sun shone its brightest, once on a day when the breezes rose high, once on a day when the rivers flowed with sorrow, once on this day words were gone. But today, in this moment, in the heat of the fire, burns a long aching dream of life returned from the fire. Oh, come here, new life reborn. Come, come, rise from the waters. Come, come, rise from the sea. Reach for heart of the lion, ringing out from the ancient lands of destiny. Once were a peoples pure and of innocence. Once were a peoples loving and free. Once were a peoples alive with eternal light. Once were a peoples the higher lay in victory. Once came a wind dark and cold from the lonely places. Once came a spawn of the dark fallen sun. Once when the rays of the demons spread suffering, once stricken the higher they were done. But today, in this moment, in the warmth of the sun, rise the long hidden fingers of the gold and silver one. Oh, come near, higher lay reborn. Come, come, rise from the dreamlands. Come, come, rise from reverie. Reach forth, children of the fire lake. Camelot awaits thee where the golden portals call. Now in a dream all the worlds that have gone away. Now in a dream waking forth to the dawn. Here in this dream reaching forth to the universe and call to the port of our home. Come, come, open the doorways. Come, let us be free. Here now, we give our love to thee, the homeland solemn for sacred melody.
All right, here come the butterflies and the light language.
Heta hey heta, le hashadema. Heta hey heta, ima heshade. Shasane tueta, te amorea. Te nadrumara vina shura kemalohate. Heta hey heta, le hashadema. Heta hey heta, ima heshade. Shasane tueta, te amorea. Te nadrumara vina shura kemalohate.
All right, guys, have a beautiful, beautiful day. Love you so much. Namaste.
Love you guys.
Mwah.
Love you, Twinny. Love you,
Hugs
Opal.
and
Have a great
kisses.
day. Bye, guys.